I'm going to be honest with you guys and say I honestly have no idea how to start this video, but I just wanted to sit down and have a chat with you guys because talking to you guys is something that's always been really comforting and therapeutic, and it's just always been a real release for me. And if you follow me on Instagram, you probably already know what I'm going to talk about, or if you've watched my last video. But unfortunately on the 8th of February we had to say goodbye to Lady, and we had to make the decision to put her down. And I initially wasn't going to talk about this, but I feel like it's important to talk about, and I'm going to be honest and say that this is genuinely the hardest thing that I've ever gone through. I had no idea that it would affect me this badly, and I had no idea of the intense grief that was going to come with this, and I just didn't think I'd sink this much. Like, it feels like there's quicksand at my feet and I'm just sinking lower and lower, and I don't know how to pull myself out of it because I've never dealt with this before. You know, this just, the feeling that I have with this doesn't come close to anyone I've ever lost before. And that might sound a bit insane to some people, but you know, Lady was genuinely my best friend. I really want to try and not cry in this video. I think I've cried enough to fill up a bloody sea at this point, but you know, I felt like she was like my little child. You know, 10 through 23 I had her, and child, teenage, adult, and all the transitions and life changes that come along with that. You know, she was always by my side, and as a lot of you guys know, like, I've struggled a lot with my mental health over the years, and Lady really did help me through my darkest times and my hardest moments. And I think that's what makes this so hard, is because this is the hardest thing I've ever gone through, but she's not here with me to help me through it. And you know, she always knew when I needed her, the unconditional love, like the comfort that she brought me. Like, she genuinely would brighten up my darkest days, you know, and she just made life so much easier for me, and she was just such a comfort for me, and we had such a bond. And from such a young age, like, I knew that we had such a special little connection, and it's just so hard for me to comprehend that I'm never going to get to see her again, and you know, I'm never going to get to cuddle her or hold her or kiss her. And I think what makes it really hard as well was that it wasn't a quick and easy process. It was actually really drawn out and a very stressful time. We called the vets out to our house because we wanted her to be in her comforts and, you know, where she felt the safest and happiest and most comfortable. She hated going to the vets. She used to lose her shit every single time we bring her to the vets. She just couldn't stand it. So you know, they were trying to find a vein in her arm to put in the cataract, I think it's what you call it, and because her heart was so bad, her veins kept collapsing every time they try and put it in, and they tried so many veins, and obviously this meant that she was bleeding a lot and she started getting distressed. She didn't like people pulling out of her as it was, but you know, because it wasn't going well, and this went on for quite a period of time, and then they turned around and said that it would probably be better that they brought her back to the vets, and they did it there because what they're going to have to do now is put an injection in her heart because they can't get it into one of her veins, and that can be quite distressful to watch. So obviously we said no, and we said do it here, and I just looked away and I didn't watch, and so they gave her the injection, and then like they put her to sleep, and I don't know, it just, when she was supposed to sleep, like, I didn't even realize she was gone. Like, I was, you know, just thinking she was like, I thought she was asleep. I knew it was going to be hard, but I never anticipated it would be this hard. And like, I think I just feel so angry with the world as well, because it's like the fact that like animals who are the most like innocent and loving creatures, that like they had such a short lifespan, and I just feel so angry that they don't get to stick around longer. Like, you know, we get to be with them for their whole lifetime, but they only get to be around us for such a short period. And I know she had like an incredible life and she had so much love and care and all, but I'm just really struggling with her not being here. And I've never seen someone like break down over losing an animal, and I just feel like I've lost the biggest part of me. Like, I feel like there's like this empty void within myself now, and I just don't know what to do with it, and I just feel like a part of me is lost now and it has been taken away. And like, these are just the moments where I'd go to Lady and, you know, I'd cuddle up with her and she always knew when I needed her, and you know, she always helped. And I've honestly never broken down as much as I have in these last couple of weeks, even like the few days prior to her passing. Like, it's only been what, just over a week now, a week and a half since she's been gone, and you know, I'm still having moments where I keep thinking she's in another room, or I'll come in the door and I'll be like, I need to go in and say hello to Lady, or I'll like wake up, I'll be like, I need to bring her toilet, or I need to feed her. Like, I'm still having them moments, and I don't understand why that's still happening. Like, I'm going through moments of just extreme emotion, intense emotion, to then just feeling so numb and like a total poker face, like a robot. And I know this is all part of the process, and I know it's still so fresh, but like, oh my goodness, like I just felt like it was really important to sit down and talk about this, because I know a really common thing that's thrown around is like, you know, it's just a pet, it's just a dog, it's just a cat, get another dog, get another cat, get another pet. And it's like, if like you lost your child, I'll tell you, just get another child, just have another child. Like, you know, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't replace that soul. I've just never seen someone in such a bad way after losing a pet, and I've been in a really bad way, and I just feel like it's important to show that. And like, for anyone else going through this, or who has been through it, like, you know, that you're not alone. Because, you know, I've been feeling insane in moments for being so low about this. But, you know, I saw someone say, like, you know, grief is the unexpressed love that we never got to give. Is that what it is? Grief is unexpressed love, basically. And it's so true, and I really resonate with that, because I just feel like all the emotion inside myself, it's like, you know, it's all the love that I still wish I could give to her, and you know, I'm not going to get to give to her now, and that grief has nowhere to go, or that love has nowhere to go. I just want to sit down and give you guys a little bit of an update as to why I've been pretty quiet and what's been going on and how I'm feeling. But you know, I do really want to get back into posting videos, because I know it's going to help me, but I didn't want to just jump into it without kind of being honest with you guys first, and you know, bring you guys on this journey with me while I navigate this, because it is going to be a journey, and it is going to be a process, and I know it's going to take a lot of time before this intense pain goes away. And yeah, so that's where I'm at. I'm really struggling at the minute, but I'm just gonna try and take it day by day, and I'm just gonna do my best to do things that I know are gonna help me in the long run, even if it's not easy, because it's been so hard, and it's been the biggest roller coaster I've ever been on these last number of weeks, even like the weeks leading up to her going, because I was anticipating it, and we had been like told to prepare. Like, I was grieving her before she was gone, but I didn't think it was going to smack me in the face like this when she did go, because, you know, I thought because I was a bit prepared and knew she'd go, it would make it easier, but it's not made it any easier. And I suppose that just shows the impact that she had on my life. Yeah, I just love her so much. Like, she was just incredible, and she was the bestest friend and the bestest little child furry animal. And I miss her so much. And I'm gonna miss her every day until we meet again. And I know we'll meet again. She passed on the Tuesday, and on the Friday, I went down to put the heating on, and I turned around and one of her poos were still in the garden, and because it was only a couple of days after happening, I started welling up. And literally 1 second after I started welling up, 2 robins landed beside her poo, and they started like jumping around. I've never seen 2 robins before in my life, but I also saw robins a lot when my nanny passed. So I felt like it was a sign from her and my nanny letting me know they're okay. And I know a lot of people don't believe in signs, but it did bring me a lot of comfort for a couple of days. And I know I need to just try and do things now that are gonna help me on this journey, because I've really not been helping myself the last couple of weeks since she's gone. So please feel free to leave your story, your experiences, or if you want to rant or vent in the comments below, because I find a lot of comfort in talking to you guys and reading your experiences and your stories. It really does help on this journey. I've been talking to a lot of guys on Instagram, but yeah, that's my little update, and I will see you guys super soon, and thank you so much, and I love you guys.